sombre et black, noir, jack, be my jab, meilleur qu'hier.
Gracias, Max.
O necessário, sem ter demais.
Hello?
Verde mais.
Let's go, boy. Golden State. No está con él.
Père, mère, frère, sœur, ange, Kaira. Même thème, cri du cœur, genre ça ira. Même refrain qui vient de ces zones à mocher. Moisi, LESC, zone à noche. Des vies, des cannes, des années. Que c'est l'alerte rouge comme condamné.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here.
Besides it?
Oh, see there.
I'm a New Yorker. New Yorkers do New York safe. So remember, if you see something,
Sí, las cosas.
Wait, let's go back there.
A lovely night here in San Francisco,
Golden
the San
State is
Francisco
the
Bay
best.
Area. Our venue, the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, our scene.
Golden
We're
State
going to
is
bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point guard position.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Another miss by Curry.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him.
It's a beautiful jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with.
We had mixed emotions. Obviously, we wanted to find her, but then finding out what had happened, it was rough. It was a rough time for the whole community. I just sat there. I cried.
Boy, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Bro, you about to get killed, my nigga.
Nah, nigga.
How he runs the floor, he seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Thompson.
And Kevin,
Man,
that's
I
a
don't
really
want to
sweet
play
stroke
it.
from
I'm a
Irving there.
Golden State's gone up 4-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his point.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
And the shot is good.
Kerr's first year comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Boy, he threw out some punishment when
Do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And the shot is good.
Man, that is
I want to
not
YouTube Boston
an
State
easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson, Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
I beat a 3
on Curry. He's got 10. No good on the 3.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
On the wing, Thompson. From outside the arc. Outside for Curry. Goes back up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Curry's got 12.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's James. Thompson dishes to Irving. Here's the 3. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry outside. Count the bucket. 15 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Smith's shot is good. Kyrie Irving, an explosive score.
So you knew exactly what time Tim had been here, exactly where he was going.
Where we all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's got more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Mon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in 07.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And here we go. The Warriors pull it in. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. The shot's good from LeBron.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Golden State moving it around. Over to the wing. Mozgov with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by LeBron.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Here's Rush. No good on that last second attempt. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And so here's Cleveland after the missed three from Klay Thompson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. That one is on Rush. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Rush. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ian Clark. On its way from Curry for two. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Curry's got 19 points.
Stephen Curry amped up on O.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Three-pointer. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Fry. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points for him. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Did you see that? Crossed the defender up and left him grasping at air.
And then exploded to the bucket for the finish. That was just an outstanding play from start to finish.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Azili, great D that time from long.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch.
He can't guard us on the perimeter.
Man, you gotta go to my. And I king my match. I king my match.
Any other time in his career.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Warriors trail by 4. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Kevin Love. Dellavedova. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Bogut kicks to Curry. And the layup's good off the glass. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. Been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
On its way from Irving for 2. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Curry wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Love, and Thompson sends it back, but they recover it. Irving from long range. Again, Irving missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Warriors with some changes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. James comes in for Smith. And Shumpert in there for Matthew Dellavedova. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala's drive. The dish to Livingston. Barbosa passes to Spates. Here's Iguodala. No luck. Excellent D there from Mozgov. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Braun with the ball. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Brandon Rush is checked in for the Warriors.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Andre Iguodala. That's good.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now here is Irving. 1:15 left to play in the first half. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. LeBron right side. Tries it again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Clark, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Cleveland with a change here too. Price checked in. Here's Rush. Good. Brandon Rush. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long. Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 31 points for Kyrie Irving.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Iguodala's drive. Mozgov with the block. Drive. No good. That'll do it.
Guys, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 31. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors 5. Nice shot by Smith.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. There's the feed to Bogut. There's Curry. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things. Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. Goes up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Well, I tell you what, they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
And on a really nice run here. And defensively, you've got to force them to operate in the half court. It allows you to put bodies on bodies.
The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Now Love. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's James. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, he was drafted in 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Estes Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul.
J.R. Smith. First personal foul, team's first.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Curry's shot is off. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get him.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert has come in for James. The drive by Smith. Here's Shumpert. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Green dishes to Ezeli. Good work defensively by Smith.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's deflected. Love kicks to Smith. Love the pass to Dellavedova. Here's Shumpert. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Now here's Frye. Powered down with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
It's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The offensive rebound. Mozgov kicks to Fry. Irving for three, and that is good. Irving's got 34 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra force for that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. The Warriors making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Warriors trail by 5. Green dishes to Iguodala. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That one is on Rush. And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in.
Everybody's
Danny Fry signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And the very first leg of that contract promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he lost his starting job along the way.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for State.
Oh my God.
He's just beautiful. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
What the
That
hell?
was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love with the talented pair at the 4 position. Amon Jefferson out there with Irving, and it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
And just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Curry. For the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Curry with the 3, and good on the basket. Okay. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Irving against Bogut. Irving can't hit. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. LeBron with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. Cleveland also making some changes. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. The drive by Green, and no good. And a chance to take the lead. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's James, and it's sent by Bogut, and they're able to recover. It's stolen by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here is Bogut, following the miss by J.R. Smith, and the rejection by LeBron. Green kicks to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry passes to Thompson. James against Curry. The drive by James. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
You can't guard us on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Spacing, fellas.
Okay.
Spacing.
Growing up, he was the smallest.
Let's go. Let's go.
Of his brothers, and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for LeBron. Williams comes in for J.R. Smith. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's Curry outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And stolen by Barnes. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Thompson misses.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Here's Williams. The Warriors making the shot, and he gets the bucket.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come. And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And Green slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
It's stolen by Green. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Woo.
Thompson dishes to Kerr. There's the pass to Bogut. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And on the way from Irving for 3, feeds it to Fry. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. Here's Barnes, and that one is stuffed right through.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And on the way from Irving for three, here's Thompson. Uses both hands to slam it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Stephen Curry. That three off the mark.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run. Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. You just can't get anything to go in the basket.
The drive by Thompson. Bogut in the corner. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one. On the wing, Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova. Jones kicks to Fry. So we see the Warriors taking the game.
Well, you can't